Okay, hi, I'm Simon. I'm from Jelly Fitness. So I'm a fitness professional, human performance coach, strength and conditioning coach, that sort of thing. Today I want to talk to you about muscle versus fat. Now, this is primarily aimed at women, really and truly, because my clientele really is mainly female based, and this is a question that comes up a lot. Now, let's say you're doing one of our plans, for instance, like the Time to Define plan. Okay, so it's a fat loss program, and I would ask you to weigh yourself so we can calibrate your macronutrients like your carbs and your protein to your weight. Okay, now one of the big things that you face out there is that it's all about the weight. So you go into a shop, let's go say you want to go and buy a pair of jeans. When you go to the counter and ask for your 10 stone jeans, they're going to fit nice, aren't they? Or when you're going to ask for your 9 stone 3 jeans, you need to know the fit right. No, of course you don't. You've never, ever, 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 ever in your history of your life gone into a shop or bought a pair of trainers and said, can these trainers cope with 13 stone 3? No. You've never gone into a shop and said, I want to buy that sofa, but does it take 18 stone? No. Okay. You've never questioned your size in weight. You've only questioned your size in tops, a size 10, 18, 16, 14, whatever. Okay. So when you come to do something like I say, one of our plans, you will find that when you get on the scales, that you might have not lost anything. You might have even put a pound on, for instance. Or you've worked your ass off in the gym and you've ate healthily for a week. You get yourself on the scales and all of a sudden, oh my God, you look down, I put a pound on. What a waste of my time. Oh, and then you go and walk off. Sound familiar? Right, so I want you basically to think of something. I want you to try and take yourself away from the weight image. Now, this is a bit crude, but it works. Okay, I don't know if you can see that well. So you've got 1 pound of muscle and 1 pound of fat. Okay, so basically the 1 pound of fat is a gloopy mess. It's nothing. It has no structure to it. It's just a gloopy, crappy mess. Okay, but the muscle is very clever. It has lots of fibers. It can get very heavy but occupy the same space. So you train really, really well, and your muscle fibers themselves knit together a lot better and they get very dense, so they become heavy. So that 1 pound of muscle actually might get maybe 1 pound 3, but stay the same size. But 1 pound 3 of that just gets bigger and bigger. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say you're going to do a leg press and you're used to doing legs, for instance, big muscle groups, or you go running, or you're doing something that involves those legs quite a lot, like squats. You're actually making your muscles heavier, denser, but your fat loss reduces. So instead of getting on your scales all the time, use your scales, definitely, there's no problems with that, but get a tape measure. Measure your waist, measure your thighs, measure your ass, measure your chest, your arms, your calves, things like that. Do them in centimetres, and you're most likely going to see, you get on the scales, great, I'm only £2 down this week, but you've done your tape measuring, you might have lost 6 centimetres for all you know, or 8 centimetres, or 10, that sort of thing. Now, classic example, right now, there's a load of people doing one of our plans, a Time to Define plan, a community plan sort of thing, like a shred. Now, a lot of them are in week 3 right now, and they're seeing very small weight losses, like £2, that sort of thing. But they're seeing big fat loss, so size loss. So we look at like 10 centimetres compared to £2. So basically what's happening there is that that's getting heavier because it's getting nice and knitted, but that's going. So that gloopy mess is shrinking, but that then heavy. So the weight that you would lose with that would then kind of be duplicated with the weight that that gains. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be massive, but it just means it's going to be nice and kind of knitted together. I can't think. I describe people like shredded wheats, lots of layer of shredded wheat, that sort of thing, compressed together, just gets more and more compact. Okay, I hope that kind of comes across well in a non-hugely scientific way. Now, obviously, there's a lot of science behind it, but especially you ladies, stop using a scale to gauge on whether you are the right weight or not. Okay, and remember, you go into Primark or Next, and you go into ask about your jeans. Go and ask them if they've got a 10 stone 3 pair of jeans for you, and they might laugh at you. Yeah. Okay. Right. So enjoy. Do whatever you're doing. Any questions? Drop any messages via Facebook or Twitter, anything like that, at Jelly Fitness. Go to the website at www.jellyfitness.co.uk for any more tips and advice. Okay, cheers.